Alright, so basically in this video, I'm just going to be showing you how to create a lead magnet system and an automated one that sends the emails to the people that subscribe on your email list. And at the same time, it will immediately collect their emails so that you can use that for future references in case you want to do some email marketing. Without further ado, let's get started right away. Now, inside the software that I'm using is called n8n, and I'll be showing you inside of it how to build the system step by step. So first of all, you want to go ahead and you want to search for the node n8n work from this one right here. So you want to go ahead and click on new event. That is going to be your trigger, so the thing that's starting the automation. All right, then this is going to be the title. So subscribe, say in access. All right, yeah, that will be the title, and then you can go ahead and write down a description if you want to do that. All right, once we're finished there with the form title and the form description, you can go ahead and these are the actual parts where you'll be working on. And now know that this n8n form submission will be acting as your landing page where you'll be collecting the emails and giving them access by sending an email, an automated email to them with a link attached with a Google Drive link. All right, then right here, you want to immediately just go ahead and ask what name question, and it's going to be a text input, and then you want to make it a required field so that they are forced to answer that question basically. And after that, you want to create another form element. Each element represents a question that is being asked on the form. So right here, what we want to ask now is, what is your email? Go ahead, like email. This time the elemental type will be email. This will help us to verify that the email that they have put in is indeed in the correct format. Now that we've got all of that, let's make that also a required field so that they're forced to answer that. You want to go and you want to click workflow finishes. You want it to respond when the workflow finishes. The reason for that is because you don't want it to immediately tell them that they have successfully subscribed and that the email will be sent to them even before the email has not been sent to them yet, which could lead to them feeling confused or maybe even feeling scammed. So you go ahead, you do that, and you want to remove that. So then after that, you want to go ahead and you want to ignore the bots. You toggle that on because you don't want bots entering invalid information right there. And then with the form response, you can go ahead and over here leave it on the form submitted test text, and the text to show is what your response, what they will see after they have chosen to click the subscribe button. So let's say all done to get access, go ahead, and that is basically all you really want to do there in the form submission. Also, if you want to go ahead and customize your label of the button, you can just simply go ahead and click subscribe so that they actually, or you can even just go ahead and name it in or name it get access n templates. You can just go ahead and name it that, anything that you want to name it basically. And that brings us to the end for this node. Now, I want to show you how that looks when we have finished all of that. So you go ahead and you click execute workflow. And this is how the more or less the form will look like. So gain access to the lead magnet. There's our description. What is your name? And if you try to click there, you'll see that each field is required. So Kalen, and then write in my email right there at gmail.com. And as you can see, as soon as it was an actual email, it went ahead and verified it. And now we can go ahead and click get access to n8n templates. And there's the response that we just read after they submitted the form. All done. Now you will soon get access to the n8n templates from this video. All right, so now that you've seen all of that, we'll be moving on to the next one, which will be where we'll be collecting the information. And here we will be storing it inside of the set fields immediately. So you want to go ahead and the set puts, it will basically take the information that you got and it will store it in those fields. So you want to go ahead, you want to click their name, then you want to drag what is your name block right over here. And then you want to go ahead, click that again, and you want to type in email, and you want to drag the what is your email block, so it gives the email, the field here of the email, that value, the email that they put in. After that, you want to go ahead, and now that we have our input, you want to go ahead and click Google Sheets. You want to type that in, and you want to click the append row in sheet, because you want to be adding that row inside of your email list collector. And for the sake of this video, before you go ahead and click that node over there, go to your Google Sheet and then create a sheet quickly and name it any type of name. For the sake of this video, I named it email. And then the first row will be the heading. It will always be the heading. So in this case, the first column will be name and the other one will be email. I'm just going to make that bold. And now I have my heading, name and email. So then I can go back ahead. And also another thing I won't be covering in this video, how to go ahead and enter your credentials, as this is not what I'm covering in this video. But if you'd like to know how to set up your credentials, just let me know and I'll help you out with that. So then once you've set up your credentials, go ahead to the document and then you pick the name of the document that you just created. And then you want to go ahead and click the sheet. In this case, as you can see over there, there's only one sheet and that's sheet 1. So you go ahead and it automatically collects the name of the fields inside of it. And here is the headings of the inside of Google Sheet, as you can see there. Now, as you can see, we can't really see the input yet. So therefore, you want to go ahead and execute the previous notes. So Helen, then my email, get access to that. And as you can see at first, finish the workflow there, and then of course it's giving me this problem because I've run into an error inside of the workflow. But don't worry, once you've got this set up, it won't be showing that. Now we got our name, drag that in there, and the email, drag that also in there so that it can start to save it inside of there. And now that's where we will store the emails. Let me just name it. There you go. And right now it might be showing that, but we'll just go ahead and we'll ignore that. So then after that, now you officially have the subscribers stored inside of a space where you can frequently go and get them to email them. But now you want to go ahead and you want to email them immediately after they have subscribed as well. Then you go to the Gmail node and you go to send a message. And before you can use this, you'll once again need to set up the credential, which I will not be covering. And the 2 over here, the 2 is the email. You want to put in the email to the recipient that just subscribed. So in this case, it will be the email right there of the person that just subscribed, which was me. And then this will be the subject. So in this subject, I will just, seeing as it will be the same for every single person, I'll just go ahead and type in, here is your n8n templates access. All right, so as you can see in the subject, which will be the subject that they will be seeing, obviously, I just went ahead and typed in, here is your n8n template access. So then you want to go ahead, the email tab, you want to go ahead and select text here, so you want it, and then the message right here is the actual message that they will be receiving. So I'll quickly go ahead and type in the email there. Let's say I want to go ahead and I want to personalize it, so I want to go ahead and include their name. You can just go ahead to your input field here and drag the name over there, and then it automatically will put their name there each time it emails them. So hey there, here is the link. All right, and now that is the email. Now, the reason I selected the email type as text is so that it could appear like this inside of the email when it's sent. But if I left it as HTML, then everything would have looked like this mushed together, which is not what you want it to look like when you are responding to the recipients. That's why it's important to go ahead and click that as text. And now another thing there, go ahead and the append and edit attribution, I want to go ahead and select that off. The sender name, seeing as you want to go ahead and put in your own name there. Now, in case you're wondering what happens if you don't put your name there, it'll instead put your full Gmail right there for the person to see. And then that's pretty much all you have to do there. Go ahead, send all of that. And this is the end. So right here, this will be acting as our landing page. This will be the input where I'll be sorting out the input. This is where I actually store the input. And then over here is where I'm sending them an email with the link to the Google Drive that has the access to the n8n templates. So just for you to see that it actually works, let's go ahead and we test that right now. Go ahead, type in my name once again. Click get access to the n8n templates. It goes ahead, it does the workflow, and now the workflow is finished. It's all done. Now you will soon get access to the n8n templates from this video. Go ahead, close that, and you can just go to there, and as you can see, it automatically added my name and the email. And for you to actually see that it did send the email, here is the email that it sent to me now. As you can see, here's the name that I set for myself right here, Kaylin. And here is the format in which I set the automation. So, hey there, here's a link to the Google Drive, da da da. Then you put the link to the Google Drive or any type of link or that you want to share with a person so that they can get access to the lead magnet that they're giving away. And that is basically how you automate your lead magnet system and the email system so that you automatically collect the email subscribers automatically and also send the emails to them with the link to the lead magnet so that they can actually grab it without you needing to send it yourself manually at the very beginning of your business, and you don't necessarily have time to do all of that yourself and you want it to be sent automatically for you so that you can focus on other stuff in your business. That covers everything. Now, before that, you want to go ahead and you want to click publish, and the link that you actually want to give the people is not the test URL, production one. The production is for real life scenario. Basically, let me just say it's the real life scenario, and the test one is only you have access to it. So this is basically private and that is public. So you can go ahead and if you can go ahead, you see right there, here it immediately takes you there. It does not need to be anything fancy, just something for you to collect the emails that are subscribing to you. So go ahead, do all of that, and then it will just do everything that I basically just showed you a while ago. I forgot one more thing. Friendly speaking, seeing as the name of the node is wait, you want to go ahead and you want to put there 2 seconds. That's all you want to do. The reason for that node right there is so that in case you're receiving about, let's say for example, 100 requests to get your lead magnet, so that it does not break the automation. And then you go ahead, publish that so that it actually makes that change. And over here, it'll wait about 2 seconds and then it will continue with the workflow so that even if it receives about 100 requests at the very same time, it will not break the automation. And that brings us to the end of everything. Now, I will have this n8n. Now, I will have this workflow inside of a Google Drive that I will be updating frequently as I'm making YouTube videos on workflows that you can use as a solopreneur or a micro business owner inside of South Africa so that you can start using it to save yourself some time without needing to actually hire people. And I will have the link to actually go ahead and get access to the Google Drive with the n8n workflows that I will be creating in the description of this video. That's basically everything for this video.